we go. Okay. All right. Now the event is starting to be recorded. Okay. All right. Thank you once again. Welcome to Remember the Goal Mentorship Program launch. This is our first cohort. It's for aspiring CAs, and our aim is to have many cohorts. So the second cohort would be for data analyst or those who are aspiring to be quants. So yeah, we'll also have another cohort where we'll take in more aspiring CAs. So yeah, thank you so much, guys, for making your time to be here. First of all, I want to thank the mentors for choosing to be part of this program. We've got qualified CAs, we've got trainees, we've got CTA students, and also to the mentees, we've got students who are in the undergrad, those who are doing their postgrad. As I stated, we've got students from different countries. We've got students from the University of Namibia, and also I've got students from South African universities. So I welcome you. And just to get a feel of the people who are in this event, may you please just comment the university that you're coming from. So yeah, there's an icon on your bottom right of your screen where you can just type where you are coming from. Okay, so I have people from University of Free State. We have UNISA. Okay, Free State is dominating already. UJ, where are you? Let's see. Okay, I've got the University of Johannesburg. There we go. University of Namibia once again. University of Free State. I don't see anyone from WITS. Anyone from UCT? Do you have any people from WITS? Okay, I've got Stellenbosch, I've got TUT. Okay, UJ all the way. I see you. I see you. Okay, let's see. Let's see anyone from WITS. Anyone? Okay, I've got Northwest University. Okay, former WITS, that doesn't count. We want those who are currently at WITS. Okay. All right, have UJ again. All right. So yeah, I welcome you all from all these different universities, and we expect more people to join us. So yeah, they'll find us as we start with the program. So yeah, just a short background of who I am. My name is Enoch Soko, and I'm not an aspiring CA, but I'm an aspiring actuary. I'm currently serving as the graduate advisor for Golden Key International for the University of Johannesburg branch. And I'm also serving as the president of the Association of South African Black Actuarial Professionals. And recently I got selected for the Young African Leadership Initiative, which was founded by the former president of the United States, Barack Obama. So yeah, that's just a short background of who I am. And I am the founder of Enoch Soko Tutoring Services. So yeah, I humbly welcome you to our launch this year. So please feel free and feel comfortable. Thank you. Okay. And yeah, so I'm not alone in this program. I'm joined by one of the program associates, Busani. If you are here, please greet the people. I hope you're not experiencing load shedding. Please turn on your camera if you are here with us and just greet the people. Okay, Busani, I hope load shedding didn't take you out. Let's give Busani a minute. Busani, are you there? Please comment in the chat if you're having some network issues.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Yeah, please greet the people, so that they know the person who has been responsible for creating the group chats and the allocation process. May you please just greet them.
Good morning, everyone. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry for the delay. I hope everyone is okay. I hope everyone is feeling great and excited for the program ahead of them. I am one of the program associates, So it means that if you need any help with anything, and going into a group, finding a mentor or anything, or any questions, you can come to me, you can ask me, you can email me, uh, you can text me on WhatsApp. So yeah, I'm here to help, and good luck to everyone.
Thank you, Busani. And yeah, hopefully it will be a fruitful experience for our mentees and the mentors. So yeah, thank you once again. Let me just show you some of the statistics that we know we're working with. So we received 80 applications. That is the combination of mentors and mentees. So we received over 54 applications from mentees. These are students from different universities, ranging from first year to those who are doing their CTA. Then we received about 26 applications from mentors. So yeah, we've got qualified CAs, others with 18 years of experience, 5 years of experience. So yeah, just to show you to all the to the mentees, you're in good hands. You'll be surrounded by individuals who have experience and they've walked the journey that you are currently on. So yeah, if you have been allocated to a mentor, please be at ease and make sure that you ask as many questions as you have during your individual sessions. So yeah, those are just the numbers that I would like to share with you. And yeah, to also remind you that it's not only for South African universities, it's for universities across the globe. So yeah, we've got students from the University of Namibia, then we've got mentors from UK, yeah, and others from the other parts of Africa. So yeah, it's quite a diverse group of individuals who are part of this mentorship program. So yeah, as I said, please feel free and be at ease. If you have questions, please type them in the group in the chat icon below. We'll be able to answer them at the end of the session. And yeah, the other thing is I'm not alone in this call. I've got two amazing guests. I won't introduce them now. I'll introduce them when it's time to introduce them. These are two qualified CAs who will be sharing with us their journey and their experiences. So please be on the lookout for that. So yeah, I've received so many questions. Why do you do the things that you do? And tell us more about what Enoch Soccer Tutoring Service is all about. So yeah, to those who have been asking these questions, yeah, today is the day where I'll be answering that question. So yeah, to answer your question, here is more about Enoch Soccer Tutoring Services. So Inoxog Tutoring Services was founded in July 2021, if I can recall. So as you know that youth in South Africa continue to be disadvantaged in the labor market, according to the quarterly labor force survey for the first quarter of 2022, the unemployment rate was between 64% to 63% for those in the ages 15 to 24. And also it was 42% for those aged between 25 to 34. So I had the chance, to conduct the interview with some unemployed youth and students who aim to get jobs after studying. And I realized that, the youth are willing, to create opportunities for themselves. However, they're not given the platform and support from their communities and the government. So in our organization, Inoxoc Tutoring Services, we believe that we'll be able to reduce youth unemployment in South Africa, especially in Joburg, by creating decent jobs for the youth and also increasing their chance of being employed once they finish with their studies. So since July 2021 we have created 20 jobs. We did this by hiring students, the youth, that is, hiring them as tutors, hiring them as program associates. As you can tell myself, I'm not very old. I hope the beard is not scaring you. I'm quite young. I'm also part of the youth. So yeah, that's what we're passionate about. And as I said, we created 20 jobs, since 2021, and we aim to double this by 2024. So we also realize that the lack of career guidance and mentorship is one of the factors that contribute to high youth unemployment rate in South Africa. So at the beginning of the year, in May, we invited two chartered accountants, one from the United Kingdom and the other one from Montenegro, just to share the experience and offer some sort of career guidance and mentorship to students. So yeah, we're able to partner with different universities and also different Abasa chapters and Golden Key chapters. So yeah, the event was quite a success as we impacted more than 300 students across Southern Africa. We had students coming from the University of Namibia again, and also from other South African universities. So we're able to stream this event and upload it on our social media platforms, and more people are being inspired. And yeah, that's where the idea of mentorship came from, because so many of the people who were in attendance on that day, they said that they were inspired by the qualified CAs who were sharing their stories, and they just wished to have more people to connect to, and people who can answer their questions maybe on a weekly basis or on a monthly basis. So that's where the idea of this mentorship program came from. Yeah, and also you know through career guidance and through mentorship, we aim to impact over 1.5 students across South Africa by 2024. So yeah, so we'll be doing this by running this mentorship program and also inviting qualified CAs to share their experiences through our social media platforms. So yeah, that is one of our aim, and that is one of our ways of preparing our youth, preparing the students, for the job market, and increasing their chances of securing a job. And also, yeah, help. We'll be running CV writing workshops, as well as interview preparation workshops for those who are interested. Just increase your chances of getting a job, and just receiving tips on how to conduct yourself during an interview to someone from someone who is currently working. I think that would be quite beneficial to many of us. And also we hoped to start with internship programs. So yeah, we'll bring on board qualified chartered accountants to design internship programs. Then we'll be recruiting we'll be inviting students from across Southern African universities, to attend and be part of these free internships. And yeah, through that, you'll be able, to sharpen your skills and preparing yourself for the job market. And, those who have attended internships, they have a higher chance of, being employed. So yeah, through these, we believe we'll be able, to contribute to reducing youth unemployment rate in South Africa. So yeah, as I said, we offer all these things for free. We don't receive payment. And yeah, our main goal in the future is to also provide scholarships to students, because I understand myself coming from a poor background. I'm only able to study because someone believed in my goals and believed in um my potential. That's where I received a scholarship. So yeah, all of these things are in the works, and everything is run by the youth. It's just a reminder that your dreams are valid. We are capable of producing excellence, and we're capable of impacting so many lives. So yeah, our target beneficiaries, high school and university students, um graduates who are in the job market, and also those who are unemployed. So we aim to hire you as mentors, if I mean hire you as tutors, even if you're able to tutor. So yeah, that is just a short summary of what we do here at Inoxogo Tutoring Services. Yeah, so Remember the goal. As I said, it all started in May when we invited those qualified chartered accountants, to share their stories. And our main objective for this program is connecting accounting undergraduate students and CTA students to mentors who are further along in the qualification journey, or mentors who are already qualified. So we are bringing CAs to you. You don't have to now go and look for a mentor somewhere else. All of these things are for free. So yeah, please make sure that you utilize this opportunity, because growing up, I didn't have opportunities where, for example, I'm an aspiring actuary. I can speak to a qualified actuary. I didn't even know the need, to have a mentor. So, yeah, knowing that you are in this program, please make the most out of this program. So yeah, during this program, we'll also be on top of these qualified CAs that will be your mentors. We'll be inviting more CAs, to share their stories during one of some of the group sessions that we'll be having. So yeah, our long term goals are that you develop relationships with the mentors that have allocated you to. So please make sure that the mentor that has been allocated to you, you utilize that opportunity, and you develop professional relationships that even after this program has finished, that person can still be your mentor. So please, let's not ruin the relationships and just end the relationships after the the end of this program. So yeah, and the other thing is we'll be producing digital booklets, of all the individuals that have been part of this program. So we would need you to send us your pictures, your bio, and your what your description, your achievements, so that we can show off these kind of things. And we aim to partner with corporate companies, whereby they'll be going through our booklets and going through the mentees that we have, and they will start recruiting from that. So yeah, those are our long-term aspirations for this program. Yeah, and as I said, if you have questions, please comment them in the chat icon. And yeah, so please just react to how you feel about this program. You can comment in the chat, or you can use the reaction, just to let me know how you feel about this program. Okay, I see a lot of hearts. Still don't know what that means, but yeah, I'll take it as you are happy and you are enjoying this program. So yeah, that's perfect. Okay, and on the next slide, we have the benefits of this program. So yeah, it's not many times where you have an opportunity, to interact with someone who is a professional, someone who has walked the journey, someone who is qualified. So this is the opportunity, to be mentored by a professional. And for those who have been allocated to graduates, especially the first years, they'll be sharing with you the experience. And also this will be an opportunity for you to develop new skills and knowledge. You'll be able to learn about time management, improve your communication, and also you get advice on developing strengths and overcoming your weaknesses. You will receive guidance from professionals. Yeah, so the guidance would be on professional development and your personal development. And also yeah, you learn more about exam preparation techniques from these from your mentors. And the last thing is, we want to facilitate interactions between students, because now you are surrounded by like-minded individuals. All these students want to become CAs. And we have got top students, others who are part of Golden Key. So now this is a platform where you can actually interact with these students, and also use it to outsource some of studying materials, learn from each other. So those are some of the benefits of of this program. So yeah, I hope you're as excited as I am, and you are looking forward, to knowing your mentors and getting the program started. So yeah, the program is being launched today, and it will end on the 28th of November. So yeah, the duration of the program is 3 months. But yeah, the hope is, for the second cohort, which is next year, is to retain you into this program. Then we'll be having group sessions every second weekend. So I'll tell you the dates where we'll be having these group sessions, and we'll also be having individual sessions. So the group sessions, it'll be something like this, like today, where we'll be inviting maybe two guests per session, and during the week prior to the group sessions, you'll be having your individual sessions with your mentors. So the group sessions, it will be a session where, yeah, we just hear from different groups, getting feedback on what they've been doing during the week, what are the topics that they've been covering, and then also, hearing from our guest speakers, what amazing things they're doing, and how you can also end up being where they are. Okay, I see that someone has a question. um okay, yes, you can ask a question. Or maybe let's do this, maybe let's have the questions at the end. Once I'm done with the presentation, then you can have the questions. Okay, so yeah, when it comes to the selection and matching, we made sure that we match the mentors
Hi,
who.
Enoch. Sorry, man. It's a mistake. Just pressed itself.
Oh, all right, that's fine. Yeah, so when it comes to the selection process, we made sure that we allocate you to someone that we believe you benefit the most out of. So, for example, if let's say you're studying at UJ, and we have a mentor who is a qualified CA, but they studied at the University of Johannesburg. We matched those individuals because we know that the mentor has more experience and may know a few things about the university that you're currently on. So yeah, those are some of the things that we took into account. However, we also took into account the level of qualification and your level of studies as a mentee. So we don't want to allocate, for example, a first year to someone who is already qualified. Someone who has already qualified maybe 5 years ago. That gap might be too much, to a point whereby a first year might not actually relate to someone who has already qualified. So so if you're in first year, have been allocated to someone who's doing who has graduated, or someone who's doing training, so that the age gap is not too much to a point where it's no longer a mentor mentee relationship. It's now a parent to child relationship. So some those are some of the things that we avoiding. So yeah, if you have questions relating to your mentor allocations, you can ask me, or you can ask Usani. And for the mode of delivery for this program, you know, every session will be online. The individual sessions will be online. The group sessions will also be online. However, if let's say your mentor is at the University of Johannesburg and you're a mentee at the University of Johannesburg, and your mentor wants to meet, you are comfortable, we allow you to do that at the discretion of the mentor. So yeah, however, everything will be running online. We'll be using, Google Meet, and we've created group chats, where we'll be making announcements, and yeah, just keeping you updated on any developments, and yeah, those kind of things. Okay, so yeah. And the timelines, the program is being launched today, the 2nd of September, and it will close on, our final event will be on the 25th of November, 2023. So we'll be having, as I said, we'll be having sessions, group sessions on every second weekend. So that means, yeah, from the 2nd of September to the 25th of November, we'll have 5 group sessions. And yeah, so the first group session will be on the 16th of September. Then we'll have another one on the 30th of September, meaning that for these 3 months, each month you'll be having two group sessions. Then in between the group sessions, you'll be having your individual sessions, and those individual sessions, will be discussed with your mentor, based on your mentor's availability. So yeah, with that being said, each and every mentor has been allocated to, some have been allocated to one mentor, others have been allocated to three mentees rather. So we created group chats for each and every group. So please make sure that to the mentees, have been allocated to a mentor and you have joined the group chats that we sent through the emails. And to the mentors, please also make sure that you are part of the main group chat. Then you're also part of the mentors only group chat, and lastly your individual group chat with your mentee. So yeah, these are the timelines, and yeah, the program will be running for 3 months, and it's only two group sessions per month. Then in between the group sessions you'll be having your individual sessions. So you're also taking into account your commitments. Some of you are working, some of you are training, and writing your board exams. So we're taking into account those kind of things. And yeah, when it comes to expectations, of the mentees, expect your mentees to, take full advantage of this opportunity. As I said, it's not many times where you have a qualified CA at your disposal. You have a qualified CA on your WhatsApp. So please make the most out of this, and also please make sure that it's professional. Don't now call your mentor at midnight saying that you're stressed because you're writing a semester test tomorrow. These mentors also have lives, so please let's make sure that you are professional in the way you conduct yourself. And also, yeah, as I said, you have individual sessions in between the group sessions. So also please take initiative. Ask your mentor, is it okay if we can have a session on this day? I want advice on this. Be proactive, because don't just wait for the mentor to schedule a session with you. So please be proactive in that manner. And yeah, so when it comes, to scheduling meetings with your mentee, this is for the mentors. It can be challenging, because they'll be writing their semester tests, so they might be offline. So I've provided you with their contact details, their email, their WhatsApp numbers, and yeah, I've created that group chat for easier communication. So please, let's try to reach out to them. And also, if you're having challenges with contacting your mentor or your mentees, please notify me or notify Usani, who will sort out those kind of issues. And yeah, so we'll share the topics that would like to be covered during these mentorship sessions, the individual mentorship sessions. Things such as the importance of creating goals, creating smart goals, the importance of breaking down long-term goals into midterm and short-term, breaking them down from monthly goals into weekly goals, breaking them into daily goals. Those are some of the topics that they will be covered during the individual sessions. So yeah, some of these topics will be sharing with your mentors. And yeah, please be flexible. So for example, if let's say the topic is exam techniques, or let's say it's goal settings, however your mentee is writing an exam, so it's easier for you to shift from goal settings to exam techniques, so that it's also in line with what your mentee is currently working on. And also, yeah, to the mentees, you'll be writing exams, you'll be writing semester tests. Please also tell your mentors which days will work for you, because at the end of the day, we'll be issuing certificates to those who have been attending all the sessions. So you don't want to miss out on your certificate that you can share on your LinkedIn, and also when you're applying for a job, because you didn't communicate with your mentor. So if you know that you will not be able to make it for the session, please just communicate well in advance. Maybe if it's one day, or if it's a few hours before, please do communicate with your mentors. Those are some of the things that expect from mentors and mentees. And yeah, so as I said, we created WhatsApp group chats. So I've created 3 group chats. We have got the main group chat, which is for that group chat has got all the mentors and all the mentees. So please, we want it to be, however, please don't be too free now. You're sending memes, you are sending, all this funny content. Please be professional. And also, as I stated, that group chat contains students from across South African universities and those from the University of Namibia. Please use it to your advantage. Ask for resources, and you never know. You might have people who are excelling at a module that you are finding challenging. So yeah, please do reach out, and you might find people to help you. It doesn't only have to be your mentors. So yeah, we'll be communicating to you through the group chat. And also, yeah, if you have any queries or any challenges, please you can contact me. That's my personal number. However, I would prefer you to contact us via email or reach out to our program associate. So yeah, before I continue, I've said quite a lot. Please let me know how you are feeling. Are you feeling excited? Are you overwhelmed with the information? Or yeah, you just look forward, to the program getting started? Yeah. So please send reactions or comment in the group chat. I mean, not in the group chat, comment in the chat below how you feel. Okay. There's a lot of thumbs up. Okay. Yeah, you should be excited. I mean, we are not in the lecture, so please be at ease, as I said, and also, yeah, pay attention to the things that I'm telling you, and the things that our 2 special guests will be sharing with you shortly. So yeah, and okay. With that being said, yeah, are there any questions relating to the structure of the program, what is expected of you, and how you can get assisted during the program? If you have any question relating to that, please you can raise up your hand or just comment in the group chat. Not in the group chat, what do I keep saying group chat? Just comment in the chat below before I call upon our guest speakers. So yeah, any questions? Okay. If I was a lecturer, I would say that I'm doing a great job, because yeah, for students not to have questions, that means you're doing a great job. So yeah, I'll pat myself on the back for that. Yeah, so without wasting any more time, okay. If you're too shy to speak, comment in your comment your questions here. So yeah, if you are scared or you are nervous, please just comment the questions in the chat icon in the top, the bottom right. Yeah, just comment the question then. Yeah. So they're saying, do the mentors wait for the mentees to make contact? So when it comes to the first interaction, so I've created those group chats. Please make sure that you are in that group chat, and yeah. So introduce yourselves. Who you are and what you're doing as a mentor and also as a mentee. Then you know you will speak about how you would like to have your sessions, which days will work well for you. So I would recommend that any can make the first contact. Mentors, you can make the first contact, and mentees, please also be proactive, as I've stated. So yeah, any question? Okay, I hope that question was answered. So there's a question saying that how many groups must a mentee be in? So as a mentee, you need to be in 2 group chats. So there's the main group chats where it has the mentors and mentees, then your individual group chat, with your mentor. So you should be in 2 group chats. Okay. Mm, yeah. So I think okay. Any more questions? Let's hear from you. Okay. Let's see. That was a question. Okay. Let's see. How can I enter into the individual group chat because the one I'm allocated won't let me? It keeps on saying the group link is being reset. Okay, so the link has been reset. Okay, so please send us an email, or maybe you can just send Musani a WhatsApp, just to tell us which group you are in, then yeah, we'll allocate you. So it's someone saying I'm only in one group, I'm only in one group chat, but I sent an email for assistance and I haven't received feedback. All right. So yeah, our program associates, are busy with making sure that the group chats are up and running. So yeah, they'll get back to you when it comes to that. Okay. So yeah, as I had stated, that we've got two amazing guest speakers, so please listen to the wisdom that they'll be sharing with you. So yeah, let me just share this in the meantime. Okay, so our first guest is, please let me know if you can see my screen. Okay, is our first guest is Ronewa. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. He's a group internal auditor at First Bank, and he's a qualified CA. So Ronewa, if you are on the call, please yeah, please take us away. You may share your screen.
Mm, Good morning, everyone. Um, Let me know if you can see me. Um, and can you hear me? Am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible. We can see you. You are wearing a Manchester United shirt, supporting the wrong team, by the way.
It was not intentional to Arsenal fans, but yeah, yeah. Thank you for welcoming me. Thank you, everyone, for making time to be here. The mentors, the mentees. Thank you, Enoch, for setting the stage for us. Some of us, we this thing is in us. Mentorship, it's part of us, and whenever there's a stage that is set, we kind of want to jump in because that's what fulfills our purpose, and that's why we are here. So I'm not sure. Should I now take them through?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Yeah, you can share your screen. Let me
I'm
just.
going to share my screen, and then just let me know. I have two screens. So okay. Let me know if you can see the presentation. Okay. Um,
Yes, we can see. Perfect.
all right, guys. So Enoch asked me to take you guys through the importance of mentorship because we all here mentors have volunteered. You guys have volunteered to also be mentored, but sometimes we don't understand why do I need a mentor? Why did Enoch start the mentorship program? He has taken you guys through that, some of the reason why, and all of the reason why he started a mentorship. And I can tell you now that, guys, it's a privilege already to for someone to take their time to mentor you. And I'm just going to take you some of the reasons why you need a mentor and why is it important for you to be under a mentorship program. And most people, like from the mentees, maybe they would tell you some of them they did not get the privilege, and I call it a privilege because it is a privilege. It's a privilege to have someone who is devoting their time for you. But as you can see, this is like Remember the Goal mentorship program. I don't know, Enoch, if that was a revelation, but yeah,
It
it's
was.
just yeah, I can tell. But that's what a mentor kind of like is there for. If you see on the little pictures that are there where there are two people, and for me that is just a mentor and a mentee. And now you look to the guy, not so good in colors, I would say orange or something like that. Yeah. But the guy there in the orange is holding a puzzle and he's heading towards the goal. And that puzzle for me is just that piece of advice from the mentor. That is that missing puzzle for you to connect you to your goal. And that is just that those words of encouragement to encourage you to remember, why did you start this journey? Why did you start what you are doing now? Are we not kind of like we're not mentoring people who have not started? You have started. That's why you are an aspiring CA. That's why you have registered in various universities. That's why you're either in first year, second year, third year, CTA, or wherever you are at the stage, but you have already started. But in your journey to where you are going, there is that missing puzzle that you will need. There is that missing puzzle that your mentor can come to breach in. We're not coming to change your destiny. We can't change your destiny. Your destiny is already set. We can just walk with you. We will just work with you. We just where there are missing puzzles, we will be that missing puzzle for you to get to your goal. But at the end of the day, it is kind of like your responsibility to carry that puzzle that you would have given you and put it where it belongs so that you can reach your goal. And if I'm talking and you have any question or any input, you feel free to raise your hand, or you can just put it on the chat to ask any question, or anything, any comment that you want to say. Um, so I'm just gonna go to the next slide. Now, what is the purpose of the program? What is the purpose of you having a mentee? Why? And there I found that the purpose of mentoring is to help mentees tap into the knowledge of those with more experience than themselves and learn faster than they would on their own. So, as Enoch have said here, your mentors have ran the race that you are running. We have gone through what you're going through. And that's why he mentioned the fact that when he was matching you the mentor, he matched you to the person that you can relate to. Unfortunately, I don't think there's anyone from vets. I'm from vets, so I was given, I think, two people from university down the road and one from UFS, but I can work with that. But we have we have ran the race and we have gone through that journey that you are now in. So we know like what you're going through. We understand from experience where you are, where you ought to be. Like we understand that, and that is the knowledge that we'll be giving you. And it is also an opportunity to grow your network and to connect with the leaders, rather than your peers, you know. So these mentors are leaders wherever they are. They are in leadership position. Like they have done it, and where they are now, it's where you want to be. Or rather, not exactly where you want to be, but that's more of what you want to be. For starters, more, all of you here, I'm suppose you're aspiring CEs from the mentee side, right? And some of the mentors also, you can take these because I heard that there's some mentors who are also still doing CTE. So you are aspiring CAs. You can get the knowledge. You can get like some tips. You can get to know, understand. Ronel, how did you do it? I mean, you from the rural areas, so from the villages. How did a person from the village now come from the village, went to vets, and you managed to pass and you finished, and now you're a CA? That's the journey that some of you will look into it, and it might seem so impossible on your own. But that's why now there is that bridge of gap where we're saying, let's bring someone who have done it. Let's bring someone who kind of like have gone there, have been there, they did it. And now they are where you kind of like just look to say, how can I get there? And that's why this program now has been started. And I'm encouraging all mentees to take this opportunity and already start engaging with your mentors. Mentors are busy, and you guys are also busy. We are all of us busy, but take the initiative. I had someone asking about who should reach out first, and I'm saying, if I were the mentee, I'll be like, wow, I can't wait to just reach out. From my side, I've reached out to my mentees, and have contact already made contact with them. But I think it's kind of like your responsibility as a mentee to tap into this knowledge and to take that initiative to be like, let me reach out to my mentor. Maybe he has not reached out to me. Let me reach out, because I think you tend to benefit more than the mentor. Mentors are going to benefit also, but you are going to benefit more. And I'm going to be telling you now some of the benefits that you can get just by like being active in the mentorship and making yourself available to the mentorship, because that is very much important. And these are the reasons why you should have a mentor. And a mentor kickstart your professional development. You guys have already started, but like you are studying, but your professional development, you might be studying, but you're just studying because you've enrolled in university. Some of you are very much still confused of like, okay, I understand I'm studying this and all that, but professionally, where am I going to do? What am I going to be? um like people just feel like some of you just believe that CAs are all auditors. No, I'm an auditor, but an internal auditor. But you will learn from as you are engaging with your mentors that it's not only audit that CAs do. Like they're involved in almost every various like industry. CAs can work everywhere. Like you can work in a mine, you can work in a pharmaceutical industry. Each and every industry you will find a CA. But that's what now mentors are there for. We are there to develop that professional that professional development, to say we want you to we want to develop you not just as a student, not just an aspiring chartered accountant, but a professional student. You need to be professional in everything that you do, and mentors are there for that because they are already professionals where they are. They have done it and they've been there. And another thing is that we develop your leadership skills. As I've said before, these are leaders. Like these are people in leadership positions. Uh, for them to kind of like to kind of like to come and say, you know what, I want to be a mentor, to volunteer to be a mentor. That is a leadership skill, because as a mentor, you are leading your mentee. Like you are taking them to a journey. You are working side by side with them to a journey that you have walked before. So that's what we are here for. Another thing is that we are going to offer you guys invaluable knowledge and guidance. Like guys, this knowledge that we have is so much of a value that companies have to pay a lot of money just for us to give that knowledge, just for us to work for them using our own knowledge. Companies have to pay a lot of money. That's why this profession is like very much in demand even internationally, because the knowledge that we have as your mentors is very much invaluable, and we're giving you it to you guys for free. We're engaging with you guys for free. This is a free time where you guys come and you tap into our knowledge, and we share those knowledge with you guys just for free from our own time. Another thing that is there is that we will help to clarify and to set smart goals. Some of you don't have goals at all, and you don't even understand what is a goal. Why do I have to have a goal? What is the importance of having a goal? I just study and pass and finish, then I'm done. That's not how it works. And I'm not going to dwell much into that because I know there's a session specifically that is intended for you guys to engage with your mentor and to set up goals, to discuss your goals with your mentor. And they're called SMART goals for a reason. But I'm not going to go into details about that. Um, I'm sure each and every mentor will kind of like take you guys through that to say, how do you set a SMART goals? What are SMART goals? Why do we call them SMART goals? It's because they're not just goals. They're not just, I want to pass at the end of the year. No, you need to set SMART goals. They need to be very much smart. They need to be in alignment of where you are at this moment. And like they need to be like kind of like have time periods. They need to be broad. It's not that I want to pass. No, you can't pass at the end of the year without studying. You can't pass at the end of the year without changing some of your behaviors, some of your traits. So those are smart goals that your mentors will take you guys through when you come to that session of setting up your smart goals. And another thing that mentors will do, that we will raise your confidence and problem solving abilities. Believe me, you this is a profession that needs you to have so much confidence. And this is a profession that is going to test your confidence. You see, wherever you are, you guys, in whichever university that you are, you will understand that those modules, they are very difficult. You are going to fail. You are going to face a backlash. You are going to fall down. And this is where your confidence is going to be tested. You are going to get most probably your lowest mark, but this is where your confidence is going to be tested. So your mentors are going to help you. I remember this other day I was talking to, I was having a chat with Enoch to say, I wish at some point I had like a mentor where I've gotten this lowest mark of my life, and I sit back and be like, what am I going to do? And you find your peers saying, I didn't do well, but I have a session with my mentor. When they come back from that session, they're so confident. They're like, I know I can do it. On yourself, sometimes it's so difficult to pull yourself up, to gain that confidence. You've just gotten the lowest mark of your life, which is probably lower than your age. I don't know how old you are, but you can get a mark lower than your age. Like, and you just be like, oh, wow, like that's, yeah, I see some of you are laughing. Probably you have been there, like, you know what it means. So, like, it can get to that point, guys, but you need a mentor to tell you to say, you know what, I've gotten this mark. Most probably you cry, you got 30%, and you find your mentor saying, I've gotten 7%, but I'm now a CA, just for example. And you kind of like draw to that saying, how did you come back from that? How did you like bounce back from getting that mark? Like it was embarrassing, it can be embarrassing and all, but believe me, you need your mentor for that. And another thing that mentors will do, guys, we are going to hold you accountable to achieve your goals. After setting up those goals, we will hold you accountable because we will do a follow up. We are not going to force you to achieve your goals. That's not the purpose. We are just going to hold you accountable. And this does not mean that I'm going to be there, I'm going to carry a stick and I'm going to give you a shambok. No, mentors don't do that. We don't do that. At the end of the day, it is your goals. It is like kind of like your initiative to make sure that you're achieving those goals. And we are just there to hold you accountable to say, you said that you are no longer going to be going partying on Saturdays. Saturdays are for you to go to the library because during the week you're busy. But nowadays, I'm not getting that. Like it seems like you're not really like on track with your goals. What is your challenge? What challenges are you facing to reaching your goals? Because this will be your goals. Since I'm saying that you are responsible for setting your goals, we will guide you, and after that we will hold you accountable to say, but you said that you are going to be doing 1, 2, 3, 4. You said that you're going to be sacrificing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what is making you to change? What changed that? What kind of like obstacle are you kind of like facing in reaching your goal? Then we help you through that. Another thing is that yeah, we expand your network and we open up doors to new opportunities. Enoch was talking about some of the initiatives that are in the future, like the internship that we intend on doing in the future, and all those things. These are things that we want to do to kind of like make sure that you have new opportunities. You also grow your network. You grow your network how? You have people from various like areas, like you have people who know people. Like, when you're in this industry now, you know people. If you ask me to say, Ronella, do you know anyone who is working in a manufacturing company, who's a CA at a manufacturing company? I want to know how it works. Believe me, I know someone who is working in the manufacturing industry. I know someone who's working at a bank. I know I'm working in a bank. But I know someone who's working on almost all the kind of like the industry that you can think about. And that is that network where you kind of like to find a mentor because they are already there and they already have these kind of like connection. You tap into that connection and you tap through your mentor to say, I want to know, I want to understand, I want to further my study. I want to be a CA, but I want to be a CA who is dealing with this kind of work. And I tell you to say, okay, that can be done, and I have someone who can help you with that. So that's why kind of like you need a mentor, and that's the reason why you should make use of these mentors that are available to you. It is a privilege, and I will repeat this: it is a privilege, guys, to be mentored. It is a privilege, not kind of like, especially in our community, in our Black community. It is very much sometimes we just feel like, that's too fancy to have a mentor. I don't think it's fancy. I think that it's a need. I think that is something that we were never really like told about, but it's something that is very much important. It is a need for each and every individual to subscribe to mentorship. It is a need, guys. And like as you are here, as you have kind of like applied to be part of this program, I will repeat, guys, it is kind of like your responsibility to kind of like gain everything, every benefit, extract all the benefits that your mentor kind of like will be providing to you. Like, make sure that you are available, make sure that you are asking questions, and make sure that you are initiating meetings. Um, and then I will now continue to talk about like some of the quotes about mentorship. I found this to be very much interesting because you will see that these are people who have made it, and they're very nice quotes about mentorship. Just to reiterate how important it is to be mentored, and how important it is to ascribe to a mentorship, and to also be there, and to also like extract all the benefits that are there. And the first one says, one of the greatest values of mentors is the ability to see ahead what others cannot see, and to help them navigate a course to their destination. Like as mentors, guys, we can see far ahead. We see far ahead your career. And the reason why we see far ahead your career is because we've been there. Where you are looking at is where we are. So you looking from the start, we're looking from the finish, from the end. So we know what to expect. We know the challenges that you're going to face. We've been to the promised land. We have gone through the desert. You guys are still going through the desert, and you're looking to the promised land. And we can tell you now, it is great. It is great from this side, but there are challenges. And we can already tell you now that you are going to face a lot of obstacles. But we are there to tell you because we have gone through those obstacles. So we can be able to share those knowledge to your destiny to say, when you face something like this is how you are going to overcome that. And another is, a mentor is someone who sees more talent and ability within you than you see in yourself, and it helps bring it out of you. You are gifted. You are gifted. You are brilliant. You just don't say it because maybe you lack that confidence that we need to instill in you. Maybe we need to kind of like remind you why you are where you are and where you've come from. And how do we do that? Sometimes by just sharing our own stories that can unleash that beast inside you that say, you know what, I think I've been hiding for for a long time. I think I do have the abilities. I just lack the strategy, the way of unleashing this beast that is in me. You have it inside you. It is there. When you were born, the day you were born, there was greatness in you. And you just need to like unleash that. And as mentors, we are going to make sure that we do our best in making the greater, the best version of yourself. We are just going to make it's not going to be about me. I'm not going to like clone and say, you know what, I want you to be my version. No, I'm going to unleash your supervision, your vision. It is your vision. I am not going to tamper with your vision to say, oh, I think you need some sort of Ronewa in your life. No, it is going to be about you and who you are. So we are just going to unleash what is deposited inside you. And then the next one says, a man is someone who can give you guidance, advice, and support when you need. I've already said that. Guys, we are there. We are there. Like you're facing challenges, you're facing like some situation at home, maybe there's death at home, there's a funeral, you lost your friend, you lost your loved ones. I'm not praying for that to happen. It happens, it's part of life. Like maybe you are going through a lot, like there's a lot of stress that you're going through. I would say reach out to your mentor. Make time to reach out to your mentor. And we are there. We are there to help you. We are there to make sure that this burden is not being like held by you alone. We are there to help you carry that burden. Like we will be there. So that's why, like, kind of like you will need a mentor. A mentor empowers a person to see a possible future and believe it can be obtained. Believe me, you can be a CA. All of you are here and you're aspiring share accountants. Believe me, it is possible. And you can still be a CA, regardless of your semester marks, regardless of where you come from. You can be that CA. Do not look into like what you have now. Don't look into what's happening in your life now. Like it is a part of the process. but that is not the end. That is not the output. Like, it's not the output. I mean, if the Israelites, when they were in the desert, if they had believed that this is their destiny, if they had believed that, you know what, this is where we are, and at some point they did believe that, to say, this is worse than Egypt. Take us back to Egypt. It happens when you don't have that eyesight of seeing what lies ahead of you, and you're just seeing what is there. You're just seeing that similar stomach. You're just seeing all the things that you don't understand, and it is fine, because that's where you are at this point. But you need someone to see beyond that. You need someone who have seen beyond where you are to say, you know what, you might be going through this, but this is not your destiny, and this is not the end. This is not where you ought to be. You can get there, and you will get there. So let me finish with the other four quotes. Then mentoring is a brain to pick, an ear to listen, and a push in the right direction. So, guys, this is what I've been saying, right? To saying, you know what, like, make that phone call, pick up my brain on something, on anything that you feel like, you know what, I think I need someone who have experienced these things. I think I need someone who have gone through these things. I think I need someone who know what it means to fail a test. I think I need someone who know what it means to fail an exam. And I'm not saying all mentors have failed. They might not have, but they know, they understand what it means to fail, what it means to have backlash in your life. And that's why we are here, guys. We are here to be utilized. And we are here to put you to the right direction. Like, we are not going to change your direction. We are going to say, you know what, this is the direction like that you should be going, based on who you are, based on where you want to be. And it is for you to take the step forward into that direction that will be guiding you to. It is up to you guys to take that initiative and go into the direction where we'll be guiding you. We are not going to enforce that direction. We are not going to enforce you guys to do things. No, it is going to be very much professional, and it is going to be like where you kind of like, you will get what you give. If you are going to give time to this mentorship, believe me, it is going to be beneficial. But if you are not going to be available, it is not going to work, and you're going to end up saying, this mentorship thing doesn't work for me. A mentor is someone who allows you to see the hope inside yourself. This is Oprah Winfrey. I love this quote. I love this quote. Like, it's the hope that is inside you, that it's kind of like you've been prevented from seeing that hope, as I was saying, because of where you are. Where you are standing in, and where you are, you just feel like there is no hope. Believe me, there is hope inside you. There is hope for the living. As long as you're still alive, as long as you're still in that university, there is hope for you. And is that a hope that you don't see it because of what you are going through? You don't see it because you just feel like, no, I failed too much, and I just feel like this is not for me. Probably you are rethinking. I mean, you are rethinking, be like, maybe this career is not meant for me. Maybe it's for the few chosen one. You are the chosen one, and that's why you are enrolled for the program. That's why you have registered in that varsity to study that. You are the chosen. You are the one. There is no other person better than you, your vision. You are that person. And that's what, as mentors, we are going to strive to do, to make sure that you see that hope inside you, to make sure that that light that is inside you, it's not covered by darkness, it's not covered by doubt. So that's what we are going to do. Mentors have a way of seeing more of your faults than we would like. It's the only way we grow. Like, as mentors, we are going to see where you fall short. We are going to see where you're not doing things right. And we are going to make sure that you learn from every experience and you grow from it. You are going to grow from each and every obstacle that you face. You are going to grow from that. And we will make sure, as mentors, that you grow from your mistakes. You will make mistakes, but the ultimate kind of like goal is to grow from that mistake as you soldier on, as you move forward, as you press on. You cannot teach a man anything. You can only help him discover it within himself. I've been saying, it's in you, it's inside you. Everything that we'll be saying, it's inside you. It is just for us to have the right tools to unleash what is inside you. Like, you have been gifted, you are gifted. Every single person is gifted, and you have the knowledge. You are where you are now because you deserve to be there. So that's what I'm here to say, guys. Please, please take this initiative seriously and make sure that you are there. Make sure that you kind of like you are available. Like we also as mentors, we will sacrifice our time to be available. Like we will sacrifice our time to be available. We could have been in any other place apart from this, but we chose to be here because we believe in you guys. And yeah, can say I must share a story of myself. But taking into the time, I'm sure there are other guests that still need to talk. I think maybe some other time I will share my story with you guys of how I became a CA. But thank you very much for the time. And I believe that, guys, this program will be beneficial to both the mentors and the mentees. And I believe that Enoch received a vision about this. I don't think it's something that he just started. I know because I'm part of other mentorship program. And I also do have a mentorship but for high school learners. But I know that it's a vision. I know that it's something that is deposited inside him. So thank you very much, Enoch, for starting this. And thank you very much to everyone who kind of like took their Saturday morning to come and be here. Thank you, Enoch. I will take it back to you and I'll stop presenting.
Wow, wow, wow. Thank you so much. And yeah, you can just see from the reactions that people are inspired, and yeah, we're really grateful for your insight and your experience and your passion for mentorship. So thank you so much. So yeah, people, as I stated, we've got people who are qualified, people with experience, and this mentorship program is not like any other mentorship program. So I just want to remind you and give you that assurance that you are at the right place and at the right time. So yeah, let me introduce our second guest. you know okay, I'm as excited as you guys are because he is an amazing individual and he has done amazing things. So, just from the title itself, I'm sure it's just giving you goosebumps. So, yeah, allow me to introduce to you Sizi Kwala. He's a CASA and he is currently working as the project director at SAICA. Wow, just saying that, I'm out of words. So, yeah, he was part of the CA 2025 Competency Framework Working Group. He did his master's in accountancy from the University of KZN, and he has worked as a senior lecturer, and he has worked in the public sector, and he is passionate about people and personal development. He is passionate about learning, and as you know, he is an amazing individual, and he was selected for the Mandela Washington Fellowship, where you get invited to go to the United States to meet the President of the United States. And you interact with leaders from Africa. So this program is quite competitive, and all I can say is we are grateful to have him here. So let me hand over to him. Msizwi, thank you so much.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much for that lovely introduction. Um, it has been an inspiring morning indeed. And I think um, I'd like to invite everyone to maybe listen to me from an inspirational perspective and not make this about me. But I'm just going to share some of my experiences as a CA, what I've seen and what I've been exposed to. I think I need to put it out there that I will not be able to look at Elco to talk about everything that I've done. There's quite a lot of things that we get exposed to. But I'll just share some of the highlights and some of the things that may be of interest to everybody on the call, just so that I think, especially at this time, you continue to work and work hard towards making a success of your studies. And just to assure you that it is definitely worth it. So like Enoch has introduced me, my name is Msizi. I'm a project director at SAICA. let's call it full-time job employment. I work in what we call the standards division. And that's basically the division that looks at what is happening in industry, what is coming. Once you guys qualify, we support you from a technical perspective, but also from a thought leadership perspective, advocacy, trying to make sure that you lead in wherever that you go. So whether you are in tax, we support you there. Whether you are overseas, there will be people who are supporting you. So that's basically what I do on a daily. I also do work as a lecturer. I lecture advanced auditing, that's PGDA auditing at a private college, which is Regent Business School. We're currently setting assessments. My students are currently writing actually their last test today and tomorrow. So it's exciting times trying to get the DP. But I do wish you well with the process. I've seen a lot of things, like I said. In fact, maybe let me start by saying I do come from KwaZulu-Natal, which is a province in South Africa, come from a rural area as well, in Cato Ridge, just outside of eThekwini. I was trained at EY in Durban. I think that's probably where you start to get a lot of exposure and experience. I started seeing things I never thought I would see during my training program. I would work for a listed entity, and as a small young boy from a rural area, you start to see things differently. And I think that in itself is great exposure. And I think I qualified, I think in 2012, I can't remember now very well. I qualified in 2012, and then I went on to academia. So I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. And I think this is why programs like this, Enoch, are very important, because I was just going with the flow. I wasn't really sure, but I kind of knew I wanted, something that with a bit of purpose, but I wasn't really sure what that would be. So I went into lecturing earlier on. And then I was exposed to academia. I was exposed to a few things. Then I went on to the Auditor General of South Africa, where I got some exposure to the public sector, which I had not really. And I figured that what I wanted to do was something with a purpose. I wanted to make a difference in whatever that I do. So I wanted to use my skills as a CA to really try and make a difference as much as I could. One of the things that I've been exposed to, which for me I think was life-changing, was exposure to the CA 2025 program. I think we started working on that competency framework that I'm sure a lot of you will be familiar with in 2016. That competency framework is, as SAICA, trying to redefine, re-engineer the skills and the experiences and the competence that you possess, so that you are work ready, you are future ready. You will understand that there's been a lot of changes that have been happening in the past couple of years throughout the world. Developments from a technology perspective have become such a key issue at defining matter for what is relevant or what is becoming relevant. So I was part of that team that was selected by SAICA to work on the competency framework. I was part of the academic working group. Basically, we were part of the people that defined the syllabus that you are going through. And that was quite a nice experience, because it doesn't only end with the syllabus for CAs. So with that experience or exposure, I'm now able to be part of conversations that talk about the future world of work for everybody. So throughout South Africa, throughout the world, what is happening, what is coming, because I've gained that experience from my exposure at SAICA, discussing the competency framework for accountants. Now I can contribute to what is coming and the challenges that South Africa face today from an employment perspective, but also that is coming up in the near future, having, I think we can safely say, a lot of, it's not such as South Africa, a lot of countries, especially in the African continent, are lagging behind from a skills perspective that will be useful for the future. So that was great experience. It gives you nice perspective in terms of what's coming. And I think from having worked on that project, that's how I started then I got a job at SAICA. And then I also I've worked on a few projects with SAICA. One of the ones that I've enjoyed working on is what we call CA of the Future. That also again looks at now what the CAs are going to be doing going forward, which you'll understand that the role profile of a CA has always been complicated, but it was mostly focused on the technical aspects of our work, which is your tax, cost accounting, management accounting, auditing, assurance, etc. But now it's more towards creating value. How do we create value in the organizations that we serve, the people that we serve? And it's become so much broader. It's more advisory focused. It really is about the creation of sustainable value. So that's what I've been exposed to. I've also marked ITC for a couple of years. I stopped. I got tired of it a couple of years ago. But that's a nice experience to really understand the assessment process. Because I'd worked in academia for a few years, so I thought it would be nice to understand how the marking of the ITC works. One other project other than CA of the Future that we are currently working on, and this is just to show you the power of a qualification and the kinds of exposures that you get. We're currently working on a project with GIZ. GIZ is a development agency of the German government, as well as what is called the Center for the Fourth Industrial Revolution in South Africa, which is an outcome of the Presidential Commission on 4IR. And we're working on an AI maturity assessment framework for South Africa that is really going to assess how ready are we as a country for AI, specifically given the developments that have happened over, I think, the past 12 months specifically. So we're looking at creating something that South Africa can use to measure our readiness. Those are the kinds of things. And if you think about where you are now, maybe for you guys, it might be different because you may have a bit more exposure to tech than what we would have. We did, I think, what was called management information systems, which was really just something that was on the side until you saw that monster of a question in auditing that has all these automated controls and etc. that you needed to work through. But other than that, we really didn't have a lot of experience or exposure to technology. But today, because of the power of our brand as a CA, you are able to be part of the people that shape things like AI and how it's going to be adopted in the country. I've worked a lot with people. I've interacted. I think I was in academia for 5 years, and so I have a lot of CAs that are looking around out there. Many of them across the world, in Australia, in the United Kingdom, excuse me. But I think I've also worked with people that are not necessarily CAs, people that are not CAs by training, or people who have not qualified yet or are still in the process. And I think that has probably been one of the greatest experiences for me, interacting with people. And that's why I'm looking forward to interacting with everyone here or the people that I'll be mentoring as well, because I think that's really just a good thing that to do that I enjoy spending time on. So it's always nice to get a text, or sometimes I go to a conference and I speak, and there'll be someone that I do not know, honestly. They come to me and say, hey, you taught me this year, and this is what you taught me, and I hated you, but now I like you. So that's always fun to experience. But hopefully here, because I'm not setting anyone's assessment, you will all like me and no one will hate me. I do like setting quite challenging assessments. I'm looking forward to this weekend's feedback because there's some horrible stuff there. Challenging, not impossible. I think one of the highlights of my career, though, without a doubt, has been my experience with the Mandela Washington Fellowship of 2017. And that came about really because of my experience, my exposure to the work in the public sector. And that became somewhat of a mini passion of mine because if you look around, whether you are here or in Namibia, if you look around from a public sector perspective, we've got all these brilliant skills that we can really use to change the world. But there's a lot of challenges that are being experienced in the sector. And so my exposure to the Auditor General helped me understand the public sector better. And I started looking at how excuse me, we could make a difference in that space. And because of the work that we did there, then I was selected for that very competitive fellowship. I was in the States for about, I think, 6 weeks, networking, creating relationships, and meeting, I think it was Obama back in the day. And it was really a nice experience. I think one of the most important things for me personally, and I think when you talk to most of the people that experience that program, it's great to network with people in the States, and you understand how they run their things and how the kinds of privileges and opportunities that they have. But I think the most important one was networking with other leaders that came from other parts of the African continent. That was, I think, probably the best takeaway that we could get from that, and really trying to forge relationships and experiences and sharing amongst ourselves. It was a great experience. And the nice thing with that program as well is that they continue to support you. They continue to create opportunities for networking and for you to really do what you aspire to do. I think that's probably what I wanted to share this morning. And I see it's just hit 12, and I know we might need to end at some point, but I think without a doubt, you have chosen the right career path, you have chosen the right profession, and you have chosen the right professional body to take you forward. Because I have seen that this qualification can really transform your life. Sometimes I don't do it often as I used to probably before, but sometimes I sit and I try to reconcile my life to about 15 years ago. I cannot even see how this, again, young boy from rural KZN somewhere has managed to achieve some of the things that I've managed to achieve, and but also sit in some of these circles and tables and discuss all these things that affect South Africa and the profession and the future. And it's all just really because I decided to go to a BCom accounting at UNISA, and then I went on to UCT and did a PGDA, and then I went on to EY and did my articles, and then I'm able to do all of these kinds of things. So I'm hoping that I'll be interacting with some of you at least over in the next, I think, few months or a couple of weeks until you write your assessments. Please do reach out to us, talk to us. We are all busy. You are busy with your studies. We are all busy, but I think we've made time to be here with you. Please make use of it. I can assure you that you will only stand to benefit. We are here to help you, and we are your support system. Sometimes you just need someone to just tell, hey, the speaker earlier was saying, I got 20, and I can tell you I never passed accounting until I saw my final mark, and that's just part of life. It happens. And I can tell you, I've been in academia probably for about total of more than 7 years now. So I have a good understanding of what happens. And really, until the fat lady sings, it's not over. So good luck, and I'm looking forward to engaging with some of you guys. Thank you, Enoch.
Wow. Okay, that was very short. We needed like 2 hours. But
Yeah, no, I tried to keep to time. I could go on.
who would love that? Who would definitely love that. So yeah, first to mentees, I told you that you're at the right place and we have amazing people. And yeah, this is just a testament of what just happened. We have got this amazing and brilliant individual right here, the project director at SICA. So you can just imagine, the things that, has been able to achieve with the qualification that you guys are pursuing. So if you are considering changing because you saw your marks, I'm sure this should inspire you to continue. And yeah, just remember that your dreams are valid, and we have such amazing people who are here to support you and give you guidance, to give you mentorship. So yeah, and you can tell that these individuals are successful and humble at the same time, because I'm sure if that was me, I would have been bragging wherever I go, that I went to US and all of those things. So yeah, we are really grateful for your time, and we appreciate your humility, and also we appreciate and look forward to the wisdom that you impart into our mentors. So thank you so much once again. Thank you. All right. So yeah, we're almost at the end of the program. I also want to, thank all the mentors, who didn't get the chance to speak, just to say thank you, for choosing, to volunteer to be part of this mentorship program, because it will benefit so many students, others are coming from poor backgrounds like myself, where we never had this kind of opportunities. So thank you so much, for choosing to share your experiences with us. And to the mentees, thank you so much, for choosing to be part of this mentorship program. And I hope that, it will be fruitful. And yeah, you'll be surrounded by people who help you, to reach your goal. And as always, it will end in CASA. So yeah, thank you once again. And yeah, do you have any questions or any comments in the group chat, in the chat icon? All right. So yeah, please just say something nice, in the chat, just text, maybe react to how you feel towards our speakers. You can comment something nice, say thank you to our guest speakers, and yeah, how you feel about the program. So yeah, thank you once again. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So yeah. All the announcements relating to the program will be made in the group chats. Please make sure that you're part of the group chats. We have sent the links through the emails. We'll send another email later on, maybe during this weekend. And yeah, so please interact with your mentors, and please make sure that you make the most out of this program. It will be quite short, so please make sure that you make the most out of this program. And once again, I'm Enoch Soko. I'm the founder of Enoch Soko Tutoring Services, and I hope that we'll be able to reduce youth unemployment in South Africa, and it will end in CASA to everyone. Thank you so much, and have a great weekend. Bye. Thank you.
Testing.